enabled me to suffer for, made me worthy to suffer for your name's sake. It's a joy when you suffer for his name's sake. It may be a pit and shame to other people, but to know God that he made you part of his suffering is a joy. If you don't know about it if you ain't never tried it. Amen. When you suffer for his name's sake. And he said, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And so that if we come to Jesus, amen, regardless of what kind of burden we're having, and he will lighten your burden. He said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Somebody say, have you ever tried him? And that song said, Jesus sweet, sweet I know. How many of y'all know he's sweet? Amen. Jesus sweet I know. It's a joy. But now listen, what we look for in this life, we look for either way. But I find nowhere in this Bible that the way is easy. Mike always thought you sung that song. Lord, my way is not easy, but you didn't say it would be. But the song goes on and say, but Lord, help me to hold out. Because nowhere in the Bible does he say that it's going to be easy. He said, my way is not easy. But Lord, you didn't say it to be. He said, for in this world, you shall have. What are you going to do, huh? That mean, no, he said everything going to be all right, didn't he? No, he didn't say you won't have no tribulation. He said everything going to be smooth, and you ain't going to have no problem. It's going to be just like you want it. Amen. The road going to be smooth. You ain't going to have no mountain in your way. You ain't going to have no crooked. Huh? Now what he said, Jesus also said that. In Matthew, around the first few chapters, he said, woe be unto you. When all men speak, well, everybody like to hear good things, but you better be careful when they hear all good things. So it's kind of joy to me when they, you don't like when you hear, but Mike, it's kind of joy when people talk about you, Brother Lamont, because that's the Bible. And Jesus said, if they persecuted the prophets which before you, what about you? So you're not exempted, but you ought to be glad when you know you're doing something right. When people, it is not always, but if they always patting you on the back, that means you're doing what they want you to do, not what the Lord wants you to do. But when you stop and tell mama, dad, sister, brother, friend, loved ones when they're wrong, they ain't gonna like you. It don't have to be that stranger out there. It can be your loved one. You tell them they're wrong, they ain't gonna like it. Hello, somebody. Reverend James said, am I right about it? But you got to tell them. He didn't say make them. He said tell them. And people don't want to hear nothing that is going to chastise them and to correct them. But that's our job, is to tell them what thus say the Lord. Inviting the weary. So we shouldn't spend all the time with people that always happen. But somebody who's sad, you need to try to make them happy. You need to try to make them happy. People that look like they ain't got no friend. Hello, somebody. And you know that I see some people standing out to themselves all the time. Nobody befriend them. Nobody befriend them. Have you seen that? Nobody befriend them. Even if they don't like a crowd, now Deacon Truman don't like no crowd either. I can talk about Deacon Truman. He's my buddy. I can talk about him. But you got to know how to deal with Deacon Truman to make him happy. If you talk right now, he'll stand around. Am I right about it? and I'm somewhat that way too. I don't like no crowd all the time. You may think I do, but I don't like no crowd. I feel all right by myself. And if you come around me, I want you to be in tune with what's right. Hello, somebody. Just keep on going. If you're not in tune with what's right, just keep right on. And it's good to be like that. You see, you need to be aside. In order for God to talk with you, you need to get aside, pull away from the crowd. Don't always want to be with the in crowd. In crowd, we get in trouble. Inviting the weary. That's what God wants us to do. To invite those who are lost. I pulled up on the parking lot on yesterday. A young guy. He been where they been. And he told me, he says him and his wife gonna come to church. And he need to be befriended.
All right.
you know. And there are a lot of people who need to be befriended. You know, not just stick with the people that are always laughing in your face and agree with you with everything you say. Somewhere in the lesson I read this. Where is Michael read the first outline. Read that. You need your glasses? Okay. He got one now. Read the first outline. Where it said prayer or praise to the Father. All right, well, now listen at that. Now pause there for a minute, Mike. Don't run too fast. It's always what good to express gratitude to our parents. The parents need to hear some good thing that you can say about them. Show them that you're grateful and thankful for what they have done for you. Okay, read on. All right. How should we come to him? With reverence. Yeah, with respect. Yeah, humble. And show thanksgiving and adoration to him. Read on, Mike. Okay, now let's take time and let's go back there, Mike. If you reveal to people God's calling on your life, now listen at that. If you reveal to people God's calling on your life, you're going to be in trouble. Yeah. They tell you right there. Yeah, they tell you that. Yeah, that's right. And not only side you up, but they started plotting against you. They looking for a motive. Yeah, motive against you because what you say you are. That's right. So there's a lot of things I can't tell people. Yeah. Hello, read, Mike. Wait a minute, go back there. Say if you reveal to people God's calling on your life, now read the next. They will scrutinize and judge you. They'll scrutinize and y'all. How many of y'all seen that? Yes, you don't go talk about what God did, everything He revealed to you. You think I tell y'all everything God revealed to me? He tell me things about you, I won't even tell you about it. All right. Not directly, maybe indirectly, I'll tell you. And if you're not smart enough, my mama said, a hint to the wise is sufficient. Yeah. When I hint to you, if you don't catch it, brother, it will be unto you. Now, I'm going to hint to you all day long, you know, and if I find out whether or not you're smart or not. you smart people catch your hint. Yeah, and they'll straighten up with your hint. You can hint to a child. You can hint to a child, and you look at him, you hint to him. All right, you keep on doing that, something else going to happen. You hint to him. Do I need to make it plain to you? So nothing you know about that. Do I need to make it plain to you? There's something you don't want to make plain to you. They will immediately scrutinize and judge you when you reveal everything that God has revealed unto you. Read on, Mike. Now listen at that. I want you to pause that. They can hinder you. Do you not know that's actually happened? Whoever wrote this exposition, they've gone through something. They've seen a little something in their life. They can hinder you, and they can hinder you. They figure out a way to block him. What do you say? Stop and block your progress most of the time. They'll try it. If they can't, they'll try it. Read on, Mike. Now see that, now listen, isn't that so true? Now they sure have a whole idea about Pastor Monroe, but they don't know what God done told me. You see, if they had their position, they could go and do what they want to do. People often have their own ideas about what you should do with your life. With your life. I can tell you what God wants you to do with it, but not what you should do with it. I can tell you what God would want you to do for Him. But you got to live your own life. My mother said you got to live your own life. To every child, say they love your children, but the child got to live his own life. My mother, when I told my mother I was going to unite with the church, she said that left up to you. That means I got to live my own life.